Hey guys, um, I'm Ethan. If you don't know slash haven't met me or haven't watched my videos, but I mean, if you were in Homework Club last spring, hopefully you remember me. uh, and this week, this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to shuffle playing cards, but not shuffle them, kind of in a clumsy way. I'm going to show you how to shuffle them really smoothly, quickly, efficiently. Um, just how you like to see people, you think people who like can shuffle well, they don't fumble with the cards a lot. They just shuffle them and keep going. Sorry, I just did it below screen. Um, but I play cards a lot with my family. I have ever since I was little. I've been playing cards since honestly since I was like a 3 or 4 year old. I started learning the rules to card games like cribbage, gin, like gin rummy. There's a game my family we play called sets and sequences. Sets are just like three of a kind, um, like three fives or three fours or three eights. Like three of a kind. And then a sequence is kind of like a run. If you've ever heard that term in other card games, like cards in a row of the same suit. It's like 8, 7, 6, 5 of clubs. I'm getting off track. Anyway, it's just a card game that I learned to play when I was younger. But we play cards a lot. I digress. I'm going to teach you guys how to do the bridge shuffle, which is a way that you shuffle the cards and without actually having to, make an extra motion. You just shuffle them all together into like a fluid kind of solid rectangle again. Um, I don't know. I'm describing this weird, but you'll understand in a second. I'm going to tilt the screen down just so you guys can see the cards, my hands on the table. All right. So, hold on. There we go. So these are just bicycle playing cards, just a single deck. And I'm going to show you guys real quick how I shuffle first, and then I'll break it down. All right. So as you guys saw, um, there were a couple different little hand tricks I had to do to kind of pull that off. First things first, so you take your deck and you split it in half. It doesn't have to be perfectly in half, but just kind of roughly in half. And if you look at my hands, I'm already holding them in kind of the position you want them to be. You have your thumbs on one end and your middle fingers on another. Except this shouldn't look the way it does. What I want to do is I want to flip one of those so that they're facing the same way, because I'm going to be leafing them together like this. And so I want them to be facing the same way. All right. So when you're holding them, make sure, the actual card face, the faces are actually like towards each other in each hand. Or, the back of the cards is like towards your palms in each hand. All right. So I have the deck split into two. I have my thumb on one end, middle finger on another, and then my pointer finger is going to do something, like to actually facilitate the shuffle in a sec. But you want to make sure you have your middle finger and your thumb, and then what you want to do is you want to put your middle fingers kind of on the table, middle fingers on the table, and your thumbs are kind of pointing up, like you're not here, you're not here, you're not here. You're rotating your wrists down so that middle fingers are on the table. And you see how I'm kind of relaxed, my elbows are at my side. You want your middle fingers on the table, thumbs up, and then your pointer finger, your index finger, is going to be poking in each, half of a deck, poking it in so that it's arched this way. All right. And then all you do from here is you leaf them together, you know? and then I'll show you the second half in a second. But you guys know how like you leaf through papers or like pages in a book or something like that? That's basically what you're doing. So you take each half, and it can be kind of awkward learning to how to hold, you know, the halves of the deck in your hands, but trust me, it just takes practice. Like I sat down for like an hour when I was, you know, a 7-year-old and learned how to do this. All right. So middle finger and thumb on either end. Middle fingers are on the end. Pointer fingers are going to be pointing in. All right. So middle fingers down, pointer fingers bend, and then leaf through. Oh, I lost a card. Oh no. All right. That was a bad one because I lost a card because I was a little too slow with it. All right. So I'm just gonna go, and you know, you guys can go back in this video. You can rewind. You can pause, and just figure out how I'm doing it. But I'm just gonna, from this point on, I'm going to assume we're all figured out for the first half. All right. So they're in halves. Middle fingers. All right. Now from here, what you want to do is you want to like keep these cards kind of the seam, pardon me, from breaking, because when you pick them up, what you're going to do is you're curling the rest of your fingers up, and bending them up like that. And then if you don't have your thumbs there, they're going to break up. And, you know, that isn't really, you know, the point of the shuffle, because then it just like separates again into the different halves. So here, right after I leaf them together, I'm just going to cover with my thumbs and then grab around. Right. So you see my thumbs are just going across, and then my fingers are curling inside. You know, I'm just bending it up. Sorry, the camera, it's kind of hard to figure out how to do the camera. So you see how it's just bending with my hands, and then you curl your fingers up. And then all you do from here is take these fingers and just let go. So again, you do the in each hand, middle finger, thumb, down, pointer finger, leaf, and now thumbs are covering. I'm reaching around, grabbing and bending it up as I do that. I'm grabbing, bending up, like curling it like a U, like a bridge, and then letting go. All right. So I'm just gonna do it full speed. And you'll see how, you know, it works all together and doesn't look all choppy and slow. So that's enough showing off for me. So the reason we do, you know, the second part of that is, you could just do this and then shove them together, kind of. But the issue with that is that when you're doing this part, you see how I'm poking in? This bends the cards a little bit. You see how if I'm just holding them, they're kind of bent in the middle of each section. You know, they're kind of bent here and here, here, you know. So what you're doing when you do this is you're bending them back, so you're flattening them back out, you know, because you bend them here in, but then you want to bend them back out. And then what I do is I just, you want to make them all neat and organized together after you finish that. So middle finger, thumb, middle finger down, pointer finger, leaf, thumbs, curl up. All right. And then what I do from here is I have them all, you know, shuffled, but I just drop them on the table and make them all neat and organized together. All right. And then once you really get good and practice with that, you can start doing other card games slash decks of cards that are even bigger, or like different non-standard playing cards. Like this is an Uno deck, as I'm sure a lot of you guys have played with before. And it's the same thing. You just split it in half. It's just, it can be a little harder with with more cards, with a bigger deck, or you know, thicker or more rigid cards, which Uno cards are a little more stiff. They're a little harder to actually bend, but you just do the same thing. It can be a little slow going sometimes. There. That was a good one. All right. And then when you get good with, you know, when you get really solid with your shuffling kind of technique and really good with using your hands and doing the proper thing. Sorry, I'm just putting a rubber band around these. You can kind of move into just getting more comfortable and doing it more naturally. So this is the just original playing cards again. And often what I do is I do this. So I'm not even like really putting my middle fingers down. And then I often just do the bridge sideways. You know? See, I can do that. Or I can do that. You know? I can even kind of do it not on a table. You know, I can. It's a little weird. You know, but you get better at it. And it doesn't have to be even like a flat table. You really just need something to kind of lean them on. Like you can do it on a book. Hold on. I'll even do it on a calculator. Why not? Or like, this is just playing cards. Split them up. Oh no, I messed up. See, even that happens, you know, even someone who, you know, like me, who's been shuffling a long time, mess up sometimes, but it's okay. You just do it again. You can always recover. They're just playing cards. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Really hope you guys, you know, practice this for a little bit if you are interested in this video. And good luck. Happy shuffling. Happy card playing. Have a good one, guys.